Authorities say the mother, 19-year-old Lauryn Dickens, told them she gave away her daughter Lauren to a total stranger.
The initial report of this missing baby
didn't report it to police for 8 days.
For 8 days.
8 days.
for 8 days.
8 long days.
8 days after the mother says the baby,
This beautiful baby,
was handed over to a stranger.
White female, 40 to 50 years old, eyeglasses,
Clearly, the mother is coming out with a story.
Something happened to this child.
gray, shoulder-length straight hair, khaki capri pants, white closed-toe sandals.
The child wasn't given away. She's panicking and moving to cover her tracks.
Since then, the mother has not seen any sign of little Lauren.
and some more developments literally as we're here on the air. Let's go to Jason Miles, who's the CNN reporter at WMC. He's right outside the jail. You just got to look at the mom. What did she look like? What was her demeanor like?
Well, Rita, I got a tip that she may be coming out. It appears to be a simple transfer from this jail to the women's jail facility here in Memphis. She had her head down as she was taken to a squad car nearby. She did not answer a single question I threw at her, including, do you know where baby Lauren is tonight? Shakira or Shakara, we've heard both pronunciations. I asked her if she had anything to do with the disappearance, if there's any foul play afoot. Does she have anything to say to all the people now nationwide concerned about the welfare of her child? And again, she said nothing to me, Rita.
Let's go to Wendy Walsh. She's a psychologist expert on momlogic.com. You know, Wendy, when I hear this and I hear the demeanor that Jason says, just seems sort of, lackadaisical. He also spoke with her a couple days before also. She seems sort of, not hysterical. What kind of a mother, first of all, doesn't report for 8 days that their child is missing, if that's true? And then, what kind of a mother is not frantic?
A teenage mother who's completely detached from her infant and who probably resents the fact that she's been burdened with one. I mean, this young mother is 19 years old. If you do the math, that means conceivably she could have been impregnated when she was 17. From what I understand, the baby daddy is in jail. And my big question is always, where's the extended family? There should be 4 wise adults who have a biological interest in this child besides the parents, their grandparents. Where are the aunties? Where are the cousins? Where's the support for a teenage mom? Not letting her off the hook by any means, but explaining how she's in some kind of state where she's emotionally not able to be attached or even seem to show any caring for her child. So I want to know what's going on with the whole family.
Yeah, and also, by the way, if you have a trouble with your child, you can't handle it for financial, emotional reasons, as you're talking, Dr. Walsh, then give it to somebody who loves the child. Give it to a relative. Give it to a dear friend, not some, quote, stranger, which I don't buy the story whatsoever. Let's go to the callers if we could. Let's go to Anita from Maryland. What's your question tonight?
Hi, Ms. Cosby. I have a comment and a question. These women that are having these babies thinking a man is going to stick with them at the expense of all these children and they're killing them, what makes them think they're going to get away with it? All this forensic stuff going on. But my question is, did she have any history of, through her family or female, brothers and sisters, of any mental problems? And what happened to the brother of the little girl who's missing? Thank you.
Anita, those are both great questions. Let's go to Nicole Parton, who's our investigative reporter who's on the scene there. Nicole, do we know any history whatsoever with this woman, any mental history? And also, what's the state also that she was bringing up, Anita, in terms of the son? There was another boy, I think he's around 4 or 5.
Yes, we don't know much about her as far as a mental past, but we do know that she has a prior arrest in 2009. She was arrested apparently with the father of the child, Benjamin Norfleet, during a car theft crime. Now, charges against her were dropped, but she does have that on her record. As far as another child, neighbors are saying and confirming that there was a young boy, 4 to 5 years old, who was living in the apartment. I have tried to contact both Shakara's family as well as the father of the young child, Benjamin's family. All of those numbers have been disconnected. We don't know where this little 4 or 5-year-old boy, if he is a biological brother, a biological sibling. We're not sure of that. We don't know where he is at this point.
Let's go to Vicki from Arizona on the line. Vicki, what's your question tonight?
I actually have 2, Rita. First, I would like to know what did take the investigators so long to get their search warrant? And number 2, could she be being held just until the cops can develop her case or bring upon additional charges?
both are good questions, and I do believe that they're using to squeeze her. This is a typical scenario. And also, why did it take so long? They had to piece it together. They got to be careful before you accuse somebody of anything. They got to be real careful.
Lauryn Dickens was last seen wearing a brown onesie with one pink flower and pink dots. She stands 1 foot 9 inches tall and weighs 17 pounds. Memphis police say Lauryn Dickens' mother, Shakara, admitted she gave her baby to a stranger and did not report it to police for days.
Last road trip, my allergies put me in a fog.